Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you are watching, welcome. For the Morning Fanatic podcast, I'm Albert Torres, and we got another exciting night of NBA playoffs to talk about. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up to like this video, and don't forget to share this with a friend. You know who we got here today? We got the filthy Texican, Carlos Gonzalez, and the Black Mamba, Joey Jurado. How are you guys doing today?
Pushing through. Pushing P.
Pushing P.
I'm loving these playoffs.
Oh, yeah, man. I love it. Love the playoffs. Playoffs are like just wide open, man. There's no clear cut who's going to win this year. And every night seems to be good. But it seems that, at least this is what I feel. I don't know if you guys share the same. I know we've been on a chat with Chicago también, Carlos. But certainly feels that the whole world is revolving around the Lakers and Warriors series, man. So,
Setting records?
huh?
Rating record? It's setting ratings records, right? That first game?
The first game, yeah. I can't remember what was the total of that, but it was a really high-rated game. But, yeah, you know what? Since we are talking about that, we should get right to it. Let's get right to the Lakers and Warriors. The Los Angeles Lakers have taken a commanding 3-1 series lead after Monday night's win. The Lakers have won 8 straight home games since March. Steph Curry posted his third career playoff triple-dub, but it wasn't enough thanks to Lonnie Walker's 15-point fourth quarter. Fellas, what was your reaction to Game 4?
That Popovich somehow had his fingerprints on that game. Just the Popovich disciple, just not shook by the moment. Prepared. Just a good guard, man. He was ready. Shout out to them.
I am so glad Lonnie Walker got back into the rotation.
Yeah,
He took it.
Shoved away for a bit, huh?
He was the starting guard actually. He was a starter the beginning of the first couple weeks into the season, and then he just faded out. Didn't play. Never played. He got garbage time that game too.
Garbage.
He. You know what? One thing I will say, shout out to Van Gunny. He's like, there's no such thing as garbage time, just garbage players. So he got his time, shined, and now he's back on the rotation. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. So he came up big, saved AD because everyone's talking about how AD was so dominant, but he only had 4 points in the second half. He didn't do that great.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
He did.
So I think it was also the same thing. Game 3, I think he only had like 6 points in the second half. I think he had 19 at halftime, I think.
Yeah. I mean, my reaction was just, it's just, I love fucking basketball, man. It's like,
Nah, you just love seeing Steph Curry lose.
well, that too, but like, I don't know, man. It's just something about this, like LeBron and Curry, or like teams, and like just the level of basketball, like it just,
It's beautiful basketball.
it rises, man. The competition, like just possession here, possession there, like a possession from the fucking first quarter 1 minute ago, like game just started, like it means something all the way towards the end. And I just love it, man. It's just my reaction. But as far as like about the game and about the Lakers, man, they made all their 20 free throws, which were very needed. They made all of their attempts. The Lakers also held the Warriors to 12 threes, man. Curry was 1 of 9 in the second half. He only made that and one, which was mamadas. He always sticks his fucking leg and gets the contact. So he made that, and the Lakers held the Warriors to 17 points in the fourth quarter. Ooh. That sounds very... I can't remember the exact number, but that just reminded me of Game 7, 2016 Cavs, when they also held them to like low fourth quarter points. That Anthony Davis possession of twice was just like fucking flashback of Kevin Love guarding Curry también. Like it... Fuck, man. It was just all memories that I wish were still Cavalier memories. But kind of going back, Joey, to what you were talking about, Lonnie Walker, that he was a start at the beginning of the season. But, you know, I was reading an article, and it's very interesting that when the Lakers were started 2-10, you know, when it was pathetic and all Laker fans were losing hope, LeBron got hurt. You know, those next 6 games, after they went 2-10, those next 6 games, they were saved by Lonnie Walker. During those 6 games that the Lakers were 2-10, they went 5-1. Lonnie Walker, he started and averaged 19.5 points per game on 51, 46, 94 shooting. So that kind of kept them a little bit afloat. Those signs were there when the players, LeBron and AD and everybody was saying that they see this guy working and he deserved it. I mean, it's proof here that that body of work was there. He just got hurt and he just unfortunately lost his place in the rotation.
Yeah, his shot's pure, and like a lot of them were really well contested, like high difficulty, grade of difficulty jump shots, and he was finishing them, man. All his points in the fourth is just it's a good performance.
Yeah. Another thing was, well, maybe this could be for our next topic, but I feel that, you know, I don't know if I mentioned it in our chat, but I know with Chicago and you, Carlos, that I kept mentioning that, like, hey, after that game 1, where I felt that Curry needed to handle the ball more instead of coming off screens. Like, I feel that that's the recipe. And when they blew out the Lakers at San Francisco by like 30 or whatever, Curry was handling the ball a lot at that time too. And in this game, it was working at the beginning because when they when Curry is handling the ball, actually being a point guard, Carlos, actually being a point guard.
14 assists.
Yeah, when he's actually being a point guard out there and handling the ball, and he gets whoever's guarding AD, he asks for a pick. They did that screen action 24 times in the first half, and that kept them close.
Because they're trying to get AD out away from the basket because he's the only shot blocker.
Out of the paint, right, exactly. And in the second half, they only did it 6 times. And one of those times was late in the fourth with like a minute to go or whatever, and it ended up being a Steph Curry layup. So I don't know what's up with Kerr, if he wants to, you know, my offense is, hey, both shooters coming off. Like, he wants somebody in the left, Curry or Clay, and somebody on the right. Like, it seems that he wants both shooters on both sides. I get it, but I feel that Curry he's the key, man. Like, his handles, he's complete. He's going to control everything. You just got to let him do it. And high usage, man. I know that's not a Warriors offense, but you got to get a high usage rate for Curry if they want to try to come back into this series.
Well, his usage has to have been high late this series already.
Yeah.
His minutes are high.
I will say this. I was never really a big fan of the Avery Johnson rule, where you got to switch up your starting lineup to adjust to the other team. But it's been paying out, even though they didn't win. But that move of going with Gary Payton, it showed a lot. Like, I think they were leading it even at one point.
Yeah, they were up by 12, man, in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I've never been a fan of them. Like, you don't adjust to them. You let them adjust to you. But I mean, that move. But I know Looney. I think that Looney. I don't know if he was really sick or he was sick or something like that.
Right. I don't think so, man.
I don't know if that's a real illness. I think they just use it as an excuse to bench him. But I don't know. I'm not gonna be here with.
I think it was just strategy to be like all the way up until game time. Boom, switch in the lineup. Fuck up your game plan.
Yeah, but it worked. They were moving out Gary Payton. I think he was like, flashing, cutting, baseline. He was moving around. They were getting all that shit around, but getting AD away from the basket, he would actually making him play defense.
Yeah,
just standing under the basket and blocking. So it was working. It was really working.
I couldn't believe Kerr was going with, like, sure, 20 rebounds from a player. It sounds like very intriguing and very effective, but you gotta space the floor, man. Like, you're not gonna need rebounds si estás quemando threes.
Yeah.
You don't need a rebound.
But they weren't. Their threes weren't going in at all.
I mean,
Nobody.
at home they are because what's one of the stats here that I had? Where is it?
Oh. I don't want to foreshadow. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be foreshadowing this, but yeah, I don't think the Warriors are worried at all.
There's a stat here that I had. Oh yeah. In games 1 and 2 at home, the Warriors were making 21 threes a game. So that's making threes. Away, they've made a combined in these last 2 games, 25 combined threes in both of these games. They went from making basically 42 threes in 2 games to 25. So on the road, they're struggling. Maybe that's a time to put Looney in on the road and get rebounds because he might be struggling.
Well, for game 3, I think the only one that made threes was Thompson, wasn't he? I think he had like 5 in the first quarter.
He had like 30 points or something like that, or 25.
Yeah, I think he's the only one that was really making them in.
Yeah, but man, it's an exciting series. It's fun watching just elite basketball. I think, to be honest, this is gonna be might be premature, but I think this might be the best series, like that we're gonna get, even including the finals. I think this is the best one. No, what do you really think? Don't you think that like
it's the greatest one so far?
Is it because of the names? Is it because of the names or the teams or just in general?
Like everything,
all the above?
Everything, all of the above. I think LeBron and Curry is always gonna be like a good show.
So you mean to tell me if the Lakers advance and let's say hypothetically speaking, the Phoenix Suns somehow advance, that a LeBron and KD Western Conference Finals wouldn't be just as entertaining as Curry and LeBron in the semi?
Well, that's why I said premature, because I don't know, man. Like we haven't seen like the KD and Booker. Like
we've never seen a LeBron and KD.
Yeah, we have. When he was destroying them, he owned them in the finals and coming up in OKC. Like we've seen that.
That wasn't even fair. It was fucking varsity versus the fucking 8th grade team. Relax.
Even with when he was,
the team was not ready.
I don't know. Well, that's what I'm saying. It could be premature that I'm saying that it's the best series we're gonna get, but they also got to win, man. I mean, both teams haven't won yet. First one to 4, so I guess we should move on to our next topic.
Oh, okay. Well, real quick, do you think it's over next game?
I said 6. I'm gonna stay firm with 6, but I hope they finish it.
Carlos?
Warriors in 7.
Warriors in 7?
Pues no que en 6. Pues ya no se puede.
Right.
You know what, bro? I hate to say this. I honestly think the Warriors are gonna come back. I hate to say this, but it's
just, look, if
Shaq said it last night, it's like it's just something about. If you look at the game plan, what they've been doing these past 2 games, like,
The Lakers
I mean,
haven't,
not this.
like,
They
won
have
the games. The Warriors have given them up.
They're losing exactly. It's like the Warriors are losing their weight because their shots aren't just going in. If their threes were, their offense is being run to perfection. It's just that their shots just weren't going in.
It's a make or miss league, man. It's just like Van Gundy says, or who was it? No, Doc Rivers. It's a make or miss league, and on the road, I mean, man.
And those second halves from Anthony Davis are really like, it's just like, bro.
But even with that, Joey, the Lakers are still winning. So imagine if they hit all cylinders next game on the road.
I saved Anthony Davis, because if they would have lost that game, they would have given Anthony Davis a lot of shit. Like, bro, what the? You win 19 points or so many points in the first half. In the second half, 4 points. 4 points.
I mean, D'Lo struggled. Gacho.
D'Lo played well the first game.
Yeah, D'Lo struggled. Gacho. Who else didn't play well? Schroeder was average, but that's about.
Reeves turned back into normal player. Reeves, he's been struggling.
He struggled. He still ended up with 21.
Anyway, the Lakers were lucky Klay Thompson was off. That's
I'm done no.
Anyway, but that's the same thing that happens.
Not just that Curry. Not just is that Curry, bro. Like he said, the only 3 he made was
and Klay combined were 9 points.
So no credit to the fucking defensive game plan that Darvin Ham is executing.
I'm not saying that.
Like, when do you compliment another head coach?
saying if he
Wait,
hits
it's
the
because
shot,
I am telling you. I'm telling you. Go,
Since when does Albert
all he
compliment
needs to do is
another
hit a
head
couple-
coach?
go look
Since
at those.
when do you ever
It's
compliment
because
another head coach?
it's because he fucking has
Non-LeBron coach. When do you ever? when
he
do you
has
compliment
Tyronn
another-
Lue in his ear. Wait, that's what I'm telling you. They are guarding them exactly the same like the Cavs.
Did you say
Exactly
Tyronn
the
Lue?
same. Yeah, he's calling Tyronn Lue every single night. Se duerme,
That's my
güey.
question. When has he ever complimented a non-LeBron coach?
I mean, this is a LeBron coach. Technically.
Tyronn Lue.
Tyronn Lue is talking to him all day, all night.
Dominant. I know you were even complimenting what's his name, the coach in Sacramento, Chinga madre.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown, another LeBron coach, got him fired. No,
Nah, pues ni modo, pasa, but all right,
defensive
guys.
specialist Darvin Ham. That was
Speaking of LeBron coaches,
No one's calling Frank Vogel.
yeah, no.
nah, so I don't know. Anyways, well, moving on to our next topic, guys. We got to move it along here. It's the first 4 games, so the series is not over yet for the defending champions, Golden State Warriors. They're presented with a tough task to come back down 3-1 to the Lakers. 264 teams have taken a 3-1 lead. 95% come out victorious. Check this stat out. LeBron teams are 17-0 when leading 3-1. Sooner or later, streaks end, runs end, and dynasties end. Fellas, is the Warriors dynasty finally coming to an end?
Fuck no,
No, I don't believe so either. Not with the
no, no.
So not even, let's say hypothetically, they lose the series. It's still not over? Like the dynasty is intact?
No, why would it be over?
It can still continue.
So Steph Curry turning 36 next year. Klay Thompson turning 34, and he has all those injuries.
Klay Thompson doesn't look like he was injured for the past couple of years. He's been fucking playing
Yeah.
really well.
Other than last night's game, he's moving fine.
Yeah, he's moving perfectly fine.
But you can't tell me he's the same defensively. He's not the same two-way player, and he's getting older.
But no one's really
so-
the same defensively.
No, yeah, of course, no
Everyone
one's gonna be the same.
Step back in that, except for
Yeah,
the people
so-
who just got named to the.
So I'm looking at the roster right now. Green, he's gonna opt in for sure next season. He's not gonna opt out of 27 million, especially if the Warriors are not giving him an extension.
Jordan Poole is gone. I'm just saving you the trolls. Jordan Poole is gone.
But if everybody is getting older, you gotta stick to Jordan Poole. He's only a young guy. That's actually gonna be worth like
Trade him
that.
for
He can
another-
give you
trade him-
20 plus every night.
Trade him for another younger guy.
For who? They're gonna be 211 million on salary cap next season.
you also have
When
to
the
think about-
salary cap is 134, and you go
also-
160 over the luxury taxway. They're
I don't know the numbers, but you also
211.
I don't know the numbers, but you also have to remember Andrew Wiggins was out majority of the season.
Yeah, but he's
But
also how old?
he's been their key. He's been their key best defender. Their best
I don't
defender,
know,
and he
man.
finals Wiggins is fucking my guy. So I'm
They
not
don't-
worried about them at all.
They don't have the money, so how are they gonna get better?
They still have a bunch of young. They have younger guys coming off the bench.
Yeah, and wait,
They're-
Kuminga's gonna turn into a championship caliber player next year?
They need to. They need to. They fucking invested on what's his name on Wiseman. They didn't allow him to fucking progress, but
That was just a salary cap move though, because él también iba a ser caro. He was coming up for a contract, no?
Number 2 pick.
I'm not too sure.
Wasn't he
I don't
coming
know
up?
because he's in the same draft as Lamelo, so I don't know if
Yeah, I think
Ant-Man. So I don't know if he was due for it, but I don't think they were even gonna pay him. But either way, they needed to find a way to get Gary Payton. They pretty much traded that second pick, a second round pick, for Gary Payton Jr.
yeah, because look how much Gary Payton is getting paid, 8.3 million and 8.7 next year. So that's a switch of the salary cap.
Yeah, you know what? I need to do more research on the salary because the salaries aren't like the way it used to be back in the day. Because remember back in the day, 8 point we thought like 8 point, but now like 8 point or 7 or 9 is
They're
like
just
mid.
Okay, part of doing
mid-level.
business, luxury.
But
tax,
no matter what happens to whatever changes they make, at this moment, the Golden State Warriors, like no matter what, even if it gets better, they're still gonna they're still gonna pay extra because like they've been
it's-
over for so many years.
It's San Francisco.
What?
They don't. They don't.
But what I'm trying to say is that the flexibility to get better, it's not going to be possible unless you trade away good players. It's basically so like you're going to trade depth. They're not going to be deep anymore.
You can't tell me, by the way, the whole up and down season, the way Poole has been, that he's not gone.
They're gonna package Poole and somebody else for.
But they're going to get rid of $28 million. That's what they're going to get rid of because his contract starts next year. And he's going to get paid $28 million next year. So, like, what are you going to get in return, really? What type of other player?
I don't know. See, who is it going to be available?
It's going to be picks. Unless you get, like, fucking veteran minimums. Like, I don't see them getting better at all. That's why I'm saying that the dynasty could possibly be over. They didn't do well this season, and you're expecting them to be, like, better next year with no salary cap, like flexibility. I don't see it. Curry's getting paid 51, Klay Thompson 43. He's a free agent after next season, so you gotta pay him on top of trying to get somebody else in. That's gonna get paid more.
Jordan,
Just doesn't, like, I don't see it. It's gonna come to an end, whether it's of age or because of salary cap issues.
So what are you really saying? You're saying one of those three are gone? Curry, Thompson, and Draymond Green? Is that what you mean by?
No, Curry no. He's gonna stay.
No, okay, fine. So Thompson and Green are gone.
Yeah, one of them. Because obviously they have bird rights, so they can.
Following.
After next season, because they're both gonna be free agents. Draymond Green has a player option, which he's not gonna leave 27 on. Like they could possibly package Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. That's like, what is it right now? Like about 52 million between them two.
You may tell me those two are gonna go on and continue to play with each other.
No, because they can buy out Draymond. That's just gonna be
I don't think Draymond's the type of player that's gonna want to take less than whatever it is for the 20+ mil he has.
I mean, at this point, like if he's gonna want to compete, he's gonna go to the Lakers.
My personal opinion. I was gonna say to me, Green has a better chance of leaving than Thompson, but both of them, I only see them playing for another team. Is gonna be LA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me
I
too.
would think Thompson. I think Klay Thompson would only play for another team. Would probably be the Lakers.
Yeah,
in my personal opinion.
I wouldn't be surprised if they let go of both Klay and Green, man. Because like I'm telling you, that salary cap is gonna be tough. If they can get rid of Jordan Poole and if they can get rid of Draymond, then I see like they'll pay Klay. They'll pay him for sure. But I don't think they gotta get rid of Jordan Poole. But he's the younger one, man.
They take the pay cut.
I doubt it. A todos le está diciendo sí, güey. You think he's not gonna tell the fucking owner, hey, I got you 4 también? Pay me.
Yeah, but like he knows like you said, he's not the same player, and he already
Who?
got it back. Klay. I'm not saying a significant pay cut.
Right,
just
right.
Not massive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jordan Poole he'll get traded with maybe like a future first round pick or something to like a team like Orlando that has another couple young pieces, Detroit, younger pieces, Washington, yeah. Chinga, bro. Yeah, maybe they fucking might get a sign and trade. I don't know. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Look, even after next year, Looney's gonna have 1 year left on his salary. So, and I mean he's 27, but he's your big guy. Basically, you don't have a talented center. Like they gotta look something in the draft. Plus, they gotta draft players that they gotta pay too. So like that's more money that they're wasting.
Actually, you know what? That's right.
That's
what I was gonna look at. Draft picks, future
I'm
draft
worried
picks.
about the little thing, the little paper green with the ex-presidents on it. They're not concerned with that. They just cuánto es, and they write the check and they pay it, bro.
No, but as long as they have the bird rights, they're gonna be able to go over the luxury. But what I'm saying is that like you're gonna pay older players, and you're not gonna have the flexibility of getting them a better supporting cast. They're not gonna be able to play as many minutes. They're not gonna be able they're getting older.
I agree. I'm just saying, like if one of your arguments is, oh, the money is a lot, not to them. No les importa. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, whatever the number
Right,
is,
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Right, I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is that they can pay the guys to keep them, but they're not going to have flexibility to get better supporting cast.
So next
I
year,
think,
or
I think they're okay with rolling the dice with what they've got.
this
Wait,
summer,
with Dante DiVincenzo,
hey,
No, well, not that.
J.
I meant
Michael
Curry.
Green,
I meant Curry, Clay, and Green, but yeah.
top heavy at 36 and 34.
That's what happens with like same thing happened to those Bulls at the end. Like they were all older and like they still went for that last dance and it worked out fine. Like they
next year,
wanted to do one
so
more.
this summer, the Warriors have their first round pick. I'm pretty sure they're a package pool and that first round pick for something. They don't have a 2024 pick.
I mean, they're gonna have to go for discount. Like players are gonna have to want to take discounts. That's what I'm saying. But so you guys are saying Dynasty's still not over?
I don't believe so. I don't
So
think it's over yet.
they'll be contenders next year again for a championship if they lose. What I'm saying.
Yeah, they'll still
Yeah.
be in the playoffs.
Oh
like
yeah.
they were.
Yeah, they're not out of it.
So they're fine in the West.
Better than
Mhm.
Memphis.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. It's because, don't you think whatever happens this year too with the Suns, like they're gonna get better. They're gonna get rid of that Chris Paul fucking contract. They're gonna find a way to also get better. Denver and Jokic is gonna get better too. Well, you
He's
never
not
know.
bad,
You know.
though.
Yeah, no. But
Well,
por eso, like
Hey, Chris Paul for Kyrie.
that can happen too. You know, Luca with the Joker, like this. All these things that can
Look, with
Prevents-
you didn't have to do
that-
that. You didn't have to. You
that
didn't
can
have to.
prevent.
Like, that was very
Stop.
necessary.
Stop. It's not gonna happen.
Wait, all I'm saying is that, like, aside from money, the West is getting younger and tougher. That's all I'm saying too. So
Dylan Brooks going to Shanghai.
yeah, that too. But all right, fellas. Well, moving on to another series that we haven't really talked about a lot, but for the first time since 1962, a pair of teammates is averaging 30 points or more during the playoffs. The Suns' Devin Booker is averaging 36.8 points per game, and Kevin Durant is averaging 30. Last duo to do it was Jerry West and Elgin Baylor in 1962. The series is all tied up for the Nuggets and Suns at 2 apiece. Who's winning this series, man?
I'm gonna run with the Nuggets, and I just think they broke down a couple of fourth quarters, this last fourth quarter, and kind of gave away the game, similar to the Warriors. Just like little errors. I don't know if that scuffle with the owner really got them out of their focus, but I feel like they gave away that fourth quarter. Even though I can't take anything away from Booker, that motherfucker's cooking.
That's what I was gonna. That was gonna be
Yeah,
my
I was like,
thing.
no matter what's happening with Denver, Booker's just gonna score anyways. It's crazy.
What's his shooting percentage?
I don't know, at least
It was
60
70
minimum.
It was 75 at one point in that game. It was fucking wild.
I mean, man, I'm really caught up on this one because I haven't really watched that series too much, just because, like I was telling y'all, so I wake up early to go to the gym, and I rather watch the Lakers and Warriors than this one. But just a few highlights that I've been seeing. I don't want to say it, but I want the Nuggets to win, but I think Devin Booker and KD just is going to be too much for the
They're
Joker.
gonna will them through. I don't know,
They're
man.
gonna
I
will
feel
them.
like I feel like, and these are not lucky shots, but they're just making too many. Like, do it again. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it again. Do it
Talking
again.
about the Nuggets?
No,
The Suns.
Suns.
are making tougher shots. The Nuggets, like,
Booker's been doing it again and again and again.
yes, but what I'm saying is the Suns are having a harder time scoring than the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets just run their offense, they get a bucket and come back, and the Suns are dancing, running out of time, pull up a fadeaway.
They have no true point guard. They have no true point guard.
But I rather
That's what sucks.
the Nuggets win the series because I feel if the Lakers win, that's an easier matchup for them than Booker and Kevin Durant. Yeah. It's just a weird matchup, I feel like. Nothing against the Nuggets, but I feel it's one of those weird matchups where I feel that KD and Booker can, like they can execute better versus the Laker defense than Jokic and I guess Murray. That's the only other guy.
And Gordon.
Because you can, like, right now you can guarantee minimum 68 points from Booker and KD. But they're not good defensively, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping the Nuggets do win, but I feel that some way, somehow, KD.
Gordon's good for 14. I mean, that's not a lot, but
Well, he's also
Yeah.
playing the defensive
he's
role
got a
for
guard.
guarding Durant.
Card KD exactly.
Yeah.
This series, to me, somebody in the organization or Kevin Durant needs to fucking go up to Aiden, be like, bro, we
I
need
forget
you
that
to
guy's
fucking.
with them.
If you don't fucking get your shit together, you're out of here. I will go to the owner and tell him to trade you. Like, there's no fucking way you're gonna allow defensive specialist Jokic to fucking keep you to 4 points and 8 points. Like, there's no
Yeah.
fucking way you're gonna do that.
Anyway, it's crazy that Jokic scored, what, 53 last game? Was it 53, 52? And his plus minus was only 2. Only 2 on 53 points. He should fucking have like plus 20, plus 15 at least. It's just he gets scored on. He's got no D. But
Yeah, so we'll see. They ran. There was down the stretch in the fourth quarter. They're basically just letting Booker run some kind of ISO screen, and then they're forcing whoever is Durant. Maybe if it's Gordon or somebody, they're like, hey, make a decision. Either you're gonna help out, or you're gonna have to leave Durant open. There was a couple of times where they were leaving Durant open. I'm like, how the fuck are you leaving Durant?
He had 6
Yeah.
turnovers in that plus minus, Albert.
Jokic?
Yeah.
Pues yeah, pues ahí está. Probably led to points.
That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily that he was getting cooked, but he also had 6 turnovers.
But getting cooked and losing the ball?
Yes, it was both. All I'm saying is it wasn't just one of them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't. Well, going back to it, I still don't. I'm not worried. That's another thing. I think the Suns found some kind of rhythm. If they can just get 10 more points out of fucking Aiton, bro, give me a fucking 15 and 10, bro.
So you're going
15 and 10.
You're going with Suns, Joey?
I think I originally said Suns.
Suns? Carlos? You said Nuggets right now? Right?
Yeah, he said Nuggets.
Nuggets.
I said
Yeah.
originally Suns. I said the Suns.
I'm going Suns, and I think they're gonna win tonight and then close it out next game.
No 7-game series?
Mm-mm.
I want Jokic, Embiid in the finals.
That would be that would be nice.
What those? Wait, that's what I want.
Nah.
New
He dominates them in their matchup.
For new accolade for the Joker and getting the Nuggets to the finals. Get that little monkey off his back, and if he beats Embiid and gets the ring, for
An injured Embiid, an 80% Embiid. So
here we go. Start Tiny llega el vato, and we're already giving him excuse.
hey, it's the truth. He's not healthy, man. He's on a bad knee.
Why did he say he's ready to go then?
No, he's ready to go, but like he's not 100%. So it'll be a Mickey Mouse championship
Nah, unless
Gotcha.
LeBron wins it.
if he gets it. Nah, LeBron's not healthy tampoco, but he's still grinding también.
Cool.
He's still there. But all right, guys, what about any thoughts on Knicks and Heat?
Fuck the Knicks. That's my thought.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck both of them. Actually, no, not the Heat. Fuck Jimmy Butler.
Not Coach Spo, right?
Yeah, nah, Spo. Too
so-
much respect for Spo.
Why? Who did he coach?
No, he was a good coach, man. Like legitimately, like he was a good coach.
I will say this. He is.
I hate Miami, but I don't like the Knicks either. So this is like a lose for me. But the Knicks don't even deserve to be in the second round, man.
They got lucky. They just played an inexperienced Cavs.
A weak team.
Inexperienced.
They were the bullies. That's the only reason they advanced. Now they can't bully the team in front of them right now, so they're losing.
And Julius Randle, he's got to be gone, man. You gotta get him out of there. He's just not that guy. Yeah, he's just not that guy there. They need to get somebody better for Brunson and who's the other guy? Plus RJ Barrett's the one playing good too, right? Which I still can't believe, but I guess.
Why?
I don't know, man. Like the donde salió he I
That
guess
guy's like as average as
I've always knew
that
I've
guy
always
is
knew
like
that guy was
as
gonna be the
average
best
as
player of that
average could
draft.
possibly be.
he's not the best player in that draft.
In that draft,
Isn't that the same draft that John Morant?
Yeah, I
He's
said
not the
eventually he was
best-
gonna be. He was gonna be. John Morant can fucking do all his.
RJ Barrett is the best
Zion?
player in that draft?
Down the road.
they on
I
the
said
same
down the
draft?
road.
Wow, even down the road.
Yeah.
Zion?
Then Zion, yeah.
Fuck Zion. He can't even be on the court. Better
John
than Ja?
John Morant can do all these fucking little mamas all he's doing. It's not gonna lead to anything. It's not gonna lead to wins.
But he's not. That doesn't mean he's not gonna be better than like
Better,
RJ
yeah,
Barrett's gonna be
that's a different
better.
argument.
Let's just
Joey, go. How many hours did you sleep today, man? Tell me right now.
Day. John
Hey,
Morant.
those G Fuels are just one a day, bro.
Yeah, it's just one a day, man.
We'll leave that argument for another time, but just let's see how John Morant's career progresses as it goes forward, as the players around him get removed.
I
Just
guarantee you,
trust me on
it's
this. Trust me on this.
Wow.
Trust me on this. Trust me on this. He's gonna look exactly. He should watch Westbrook's career the way it was done. Westbrook was progressing with all the players around him.
we need to like
You
screen.
was John
just
Morant
pretty
the type of
important.
player
That's
he needs the type of players around him to be successful.
Wow, man.
A really good
I'm not
player
denying
like Dylan
I'm not
Brooks.
denying his talent. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm not saying he's overrated. I never once said he's overrated. I'm
Joey,
just-
who are
I
the good
always
players
thought-
around him right now?
Who?
Who are the good players around John Morant right now that you?
He's
claim
playing
he
with the
has?
defensive player of the year.
That's
Ask,
it.
ask Mike Conley how that worked out for him.
Yeah, with
Playing with
Gasol.
Oh,
No?
he was not that defensive player. He didn't even fucking deserve
That was
title.
fucking LeBron's. Yeah,
And
that was
and
LeBron's that
Gobert.
year.
And Gobert.
Fuck that 11 points a game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't tell me defensive player of the year is
Jaren
maybe in a
Jackson, but
sidekick.
he was
No, it's
actually,
not.
but Jaren Jackson was actually dropping. I think I don't know his exact average, but he was dropping 15, 18 plus.
It's not a sidekick, bro. I'm here to tell you right now that
He's
ain't
not
enough.
psychic, so 15, 18 plus isn't considered like a good number two.
No, I need 20.
No, yeah.
You need
I
20?
agree.
Well, then your point guard should not be dominating the ball like that and not be dropping dimes like the way he is. He's looking Westbrook. Unfortunately, Westbrook had to change his career. Derrick Rose, all these other scoring point guards that I go back to my argument. Scoring point guards do not win. Nobody wants to play with those scoring point guards.
I mean, Curry is a scoring point guard. I guess?
Curry is that's
You
that's
sounded
it's
like Ron
defense.
Burgundy in that one way. You didn't even want to say it because you know it's contradicting to yourself.
No.
yeah,
It wasn't
I'm
contradicting to me. I keep saying go back that people
Yeah.
were calling him a scoring point guard. I mean, the best point guard. What I was saying is that like
You
he's
were
not a
asking
guard.
question. Hurries?
But see, if
Sounded very.
if people, if I was saying that
Anchor
people are
man.
calling him the best point guard, I'm like, he's not. He's just a guard. Like he's not a point guard. Yeah, but
Oh, he's not the best point guard in the league right now.
no.
Who's the best point guard in the league?
Did Mike Bibby retire already? Or
Oh my god!
I don't know if he's still in the league.
You
Darius
just can't say it.
Darius Garland.
You
Darius
just can't
Garland.
say it. You just can't say it.
Darius
just
Garland
can't
is the best point guard right now.
Oh my god!
All right. What's the other series? Boston and
76ers.
Philly?
Yeah, Philly right now they're 2-2.
Who do y'all got on that one?
I think Boston's gonna win because they're a better team, but I want Philly to win.
Yeah, same.
I don't know, man. Me caen pinche los dos. But
Yeah.
I mean, me caen más pinche los 76ers. but again, I want Nuggets 76ers at the very end to watch Joel Embiid cry again.
I'm just going to go with default because I wouldn't be surprised if somehow the Celtics choke it up. But I'm just gonna go
They
default
can't
Celtics.
They can't be both. The team that gets to the finals in the Eastern Conference Finals 4, 5, 6 times out of 8 years and choke it up. They can't be both.
Choke up the series. They can choke up the series.
Sure, they
I'm like-
can, but like, I don't know. It feels like they've been the only consistent out of the East in the last couple of years.
It's what I was saying in the chat. I feel like when Chicago asked about the Celtics, I feel like this is it. Like, there's no next
Now or
level.
never?
No, there's no next level for the Celtics. Like, this is their peak. They've had
This is
3
their
different
highest level.
coaches. Like, nothing seems to change or get different out of them. Like, that's just it. That's their ceiling. No next level.
I agree
But-
with that.
They'll get over this series. But
I think
We'll
I
see.
think I think Brogdon is the not X factor, but the the second acquisition for
he
the,
won. Did he get 6-man? Right? I think he got 6-man of the
Yeah.
year.
He's 6-man. He's been the
Six-man.
rookie of the year and now
I
6-man.
didn't think he deserved the 6-man of the year award.
Yeah.
Who do you think should have gotten it?
I know Monk was also
Like,
really well. I mean, he was more like late, but I
last
don't
year
know. I
was
think
Tyler
that
Hero, right?
that's a good question. I'm not too sure.
I think it was Tyler Hero last year. So, that one. No?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we've come to the end. Hopefully, we're filled with another good night of NBA playoffs today.
Next episode, we'll be covering the conference finals.
It's looking like that way, man. I'm excited for that too. We'll see who's because what would be the schedule? What are we today? Tuesday. So the Lakers play tomorrow. No. Yes.
Actually,
no.
we'll probably be in time for Game 7. I think, right? Most probably
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
Mondays will be Game 7.
Game 7 would be Sunday. So yeah. I mean, if we do it Monday or Tuesday, we
That's
we could do one, but hopefully we'll be covering the conference finals, and I think around this time is when it's like the 1 year anniversary of the pod, man. Sometime it passed
We got around the year, yeah.
a couple days ago. It was in May, so a year has passed and gone. Hopefully we get a little bit more consistent. I'll try to make a little bit more time too, but life happens. Try to
Yeah, the syncing of the 3 schedules is
it's a little rough.
tougher.
But all right, guys. Well, for the Morning Fanatic, Albert Torres,
Filthy text again.
Black Mamba.
we're out.
Adios.